This is SportsCenter with Elle Duncan and Kevin Nagandi.
Good evening on this Bobby Bonilla Day. A friendly reminder from your friends Kevin and Elle to play the long game. Is that what the Hawks are going to do in regards to Trae Young? We've got an update on his availability for Game 5 tonight, Kev.
Okay, plus after waiting a long time, the long game, college athletes today are finally getting the chance to earn money off their name, image, and likeness. More on who has already signed deals. But first, they'll mention Game 5 tonight. That leaves our headlines, and we know one person and one star.
By NBA champion Kendrick Perkins, who's joining us. Perk, regardless of who the Suns see in the finals, right? That's TBD. What is your assessment of their chances to win their very first title?
Ooh, I see a parade.
The storylines matter, right? And Chris Paul going 123 playoff starts, the most ever for a player before reaching his first finals game. They're going to want, they're going to want to finish that out. On the other side, though, Kawhi Leonard, you take a look at the Clippers. Kawhi has a player option for next season. Perk, do you think that Kawhi should come back for that third season? Last night, he feels like this Clippers team could have won a championship if Kawhi had been in the fold. Nonetheless, he did everything he could, scored or assisted on 41% of the Clippers' points in the Western Conference Finals, rather. K-Perk is not going anywhere. I jumped ahead. He's going to be talking about the Eastern Conference Finals and whether they should play Trae or not. That's coming up. We go live to Milwaukee, where we are joined by NBA reporter Malika Andrews and Tim Bontemps. We're going to start with Malika, who's been covering the Bucks rolled out early this afternoon. So, Malika, how are they going to adapt without their star? Familiar with playing without their star. As recently as 2 days ago, Trae Young remains questionable. So, Tim, what's the outlook for him tonight in Game 5? We are just closer and closer to tip-off here. I got to say, no Trae Young, potentially no Clint Capella. That would give the Hawks 3 of their 5 starters from the regular season on the bench. That's a tall task for anybody, no matter how deep they are. Malika Andrews, Tim Bontemps joining us from Milwaukee ahead of a pivotal Game 5. Following this developing story in baseball, Dodgers pitcher Trevor Bauer has been accused of assault after a pair of sexual encounters with the same woman earlier this year at his LA area home. ESPN has now obtained a copy of the restraining order the woman secured against him this week. In this SportsCenter report, our Shelley Smith details the allegations and Bauer's response. But we do want to warn you, our viewers at home, that this segment does contain graphic descriptions of sexual assault allegations. Thank you so much, Shelley. Again, Bauer remains on track to make his next start Sunday. That's the 4th of July against the Nationals in the nation's capital. Also of note on that trip, while they're in D.C., the Dodgers are scheduled to celebrate their World Series championship at the White House on Friday. And a basketball that covers these teams, I mean, for the folks that are at home, they're about to watch a game without Giannis or Trae Young in it. Like, what does this look like for those of us watching and for the guys out there on the court?
Well, that's what's going to be interesting, right, Elle? It's going to be
I got to say, despite not having Trae Young, it was very fun, at least from this vantage point, to watch Game 4. We'll see what happens tonight, as really all things being equal, these two teams are missing their thickens. Listen, Atlanta did their job. They went home. They hit the Bucks in the mouth without their star. Now it's on the Bucks.
How are we feeling?
I feel great. I'm not spiraling at all. You're spiraling.